Good morning. Check, check, check. How's everyone doing? Great to see you guys out there today in YouTube land. What's shaking, bacon? I want to hear from you in the comments section. It's Owen Video live streaming on the TubeBuddy channel. My favorite place to be is with you tubers, and that's exactly who you are. It's great to be here. I want to hear from you today because we do this for you. We do. This is all about you. It's all about you and your growth and your development, and I'm glad to have you here today with me. Who's out there? Lily Tree, so keen. So keen. I love to hear from you. Andrew can. I can. Can you? Yes, you can. Guys, I want you to just take a moment right here and give it up for Andrew Can. Can we all just give it up for Andrew Can? I want to see some like bombs. I want to see some heart bombs because Andrew is a guy who really knows what it means to be a team player. He knows what it means to be a leader. And Andrew, I just appreciate all that you do, especially at your young age. Does that work? Can you guys hear my sound effects okay? We're just kind of getting started here today. We're going to get started in just a moment. We're going to be talking about should you start a second channel? And I'd love to know from you guys how many of you already have a second channel or are thinking about a second channel. Let me know in the comment section. In fact, I'm so passionate about this issue. I made some notes because I wanted to cover everything with you today. In depth. I'm sort of getting rearranged here. Believe it or not, I had a full team meeting today. I had, well, I still have. My live stream producer is in there in the studio right now. I had my other live stream producer here. Kim here is saying, I have a second channel. 'Tis not easy. Take a tizzy. Is Beanie Draws here today? Is Beanie Draws? Hey, can you guys hear? My sound effects? You guys able to hear that okay? I want to know because I want to make sure that I'm using things that work. Dan Norton says, I considered it, but I think that it will be an IGTV thing. That's interesting. That's a second channel. That's a second channel. I think that matters. Doing it, Jason says, I have a few channels for some things. I don't know what that means. Sound effects are working. Great. One channel is enough, says Creative Queen. Creative, good to see you. Poof. Love what you're doing. My wife is actually here shooting video of me right now, so be sure to get shots from behind of me on the stream. We're using OBS today, folks, and I'm super excited. It took me a little bit of extra time to get my stream ready to go. And now what I want to do is I want to bring up the questions. If you have questions, okay, regarding whether or not you should start a second channel or some of the details involved in starting a second channel, ask them on the form that Andrew is posting right now, okay? Because I want to tell you guys something about me. I have a few channels. I do. And I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. I'm gonna tell you what I want you to avoid. And we're gonna talk about some of those things right now today. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I want to bring these links up for you. Okay, we're going to put this link up right here. And then we've got another one. What's my other channel called? We got Them Hemsaths. We have Thriving Sexy Marriage. And then I have some other channels I'm not even going to share with you because they're more like projects, okay? So if you guys are ready, say yeah. Let me know in the comment area. And we're going to jump into this. So Andrew, I'll go back and I'll sort of delete all of this opening stuff. I just wanted to get these links ready for ya. Okay, and we're ready to stream live. So, here, PG Productions goes, what is this? That's what I'd like to know too, honestly. So, to be honest with you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Should you start a second, a third, or a fourth YouTube channel? Maybe a Facebook video channel, maybe an IGTV channel. There are so many options with online video today, and I know that these opportunities sort of nibble at your soul like guppies on your feet in Lake Erie. Look, Here's the thing. Before you start a second channel, I want to go over 4 things you absolutely need to consider, including a couple skill sets you should be able to master, and we're going to start right now on TubeBuddy. Hey, it's great to see you back today. I'm Owen Video, live streaming for TubeBuddy.com, YouTube's most premier tool for growing a YouTube channel. If you're not already using TubeBuddy, or maybe you had a TubeBuddy subscription and you sort of let it expire, I want to encourage you to get TubeBuddy right now at thevideospot.net/1penny. That's thevideospot.net/1penny. That's my very special link for getting you the most expensive, jam-packed, feature-rich version of TubeBuddy for just 1 penny. And you'll get that price for 30 days. After that, it goes back to the $9 a month plan. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. If you want to get rid of it, you can get rid of it. But look, I have used TubeBuddy to rank my videos, to rank my client videos, and I want to urge you to jump on that tool. We've got a great group today. Joining us live, we've got, let me just go back here. We've got Lilytree is out there. Ferris Jacqueline is saying, it was great meeting you at VidCon. Looking forward to your live stream. We're so glad you came down to the booth at VidCon. So glad that you were there. Andrew Can is here. I can you? He can. I know you can. Air 5 to you, Andrew. Andrew's actually our moderator. Ashmin DIY is saying hello, TubeBuddy. Aditya Pal is saying hello. Great to have you here. Prairie Dodgers is saying Cindy's present. What's up, Cindy? Glad you're here. Shelly Carney Productions is saying great topic today. My good friend Kim is here. Kim here is her name. Like me, Kim changed her last name to make it easier for everyone else. Demi Har. I'm not going to say that. Oh, no. Okay. It says Hardorf. It says Hardorf. Okay. Great to see you here, Demi. I misread it. I apologize. Nisha is here. The new fly fisher is good. I'm going fishing this weekend for like the 5th time in my life. I'm excited. Our good friend Beanie Draws, Dan Norton, and Game Master is out there. The right channel, Joshua Wright. We're so glad that you folks are here. Now, the first question I have for you, whether you're watching live or on the replay, is are you considering starting a 2nd, 3rd, or 4th channel? And if so, tell me why. So Beanie Draws is saying I have a second is saying I have started a 2nd channel and I'm starting it slowly. Beanie, why did you start a 2nd channel? I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Kim here is saying I have a 2nd channel. Tell me why. I want to know why. And then Andrew Can is saying I have 3 channels. Amen, brother. Look, I've got a few channels myself. As a matter of fact, I'm over at Owen Video. You can go to YouTube and search Owen Video, and I want to actually encourage you guys to subscribe over on that channel where we talk about video marketing to grow your business, drive traffic, and generate leads. I've also got my family vlog, okay, called Them Hemsath, and I'm going to post a link to that in the comment section right now. I would love for you guys to subscribe over there. And that's my family vlog. A lot of that is about, just kind of like the life of a YouTuber, raising kids, being married, how we do it all, how we defeated cancer and still managed to grow the business. So there's a lot of love that I have there. And then, of course, I have a relationship advice channel called Thriving Sexy Marriage, where we talk about relationships, marriage, and guys, believe it or not, I also have another channel called The Christian Perspective, which is actually something that I'm more of like a manager of. Like I started, it's my brainchild, but my goal has been to get people to contribute video content to that channel. And that's news and politics from a Christian perspective. It's certainly a faith-based channel. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. And I'm proud to do that because my faith is a big part of my life. But it's not something that we spend a lot of time on. That's sort of like a side project. My point is that I have a handful of channels because in my core of cores, in my heart of hearts, I am a video creator. And if I don't create, I die. How many of you guys can relate to that? Let me know. Put an emoji in the comment section. Put some like bombs in the comment section. If I don't create, I die. At the end of the day, I have to be creating. And so I've created a bunch of these channels, and I've learned a few things about starting a second channel. So I want to talk to you guys today about, number one, why you would want to start a second, third, or fourth channel. I want to talk about things you must know about adding channel work to your repertoire, okay? Or repertoire, as they say. And then I want to talk to you, most importantly, about the skills you need to master. The skills that you need to master in order to start a second channel. Before we get into all that, Andrew is saying, Owen, the man of 100 channels. Yeah, man, and I wouldn't even say it's a skill. I would say it was more of like just ignorance on fire. You guys ever heard that expression, ignorance on fire? It's when you're so jazzed up about something that you just start doing stuff without any sort of advice or coaching. In fact, some of the best advice I've ever received has come from my good friend Daryl Eves, who I know personally and I just love dearly. And half the time I didn't even listen to him. Half the time, Daryl, if you're out there, he knows this. We joke about this. I don't even listen to him half the time. You know, because I want to do my own thing. And I think it's hurt me in the end. And I'm going to give you some advice that I should have listened to and that I'm listening to now. Shelly Carney is saying, I partner on a Gypsy's Kiss treasure hunting. I have a relationship coaching channel, and I'm starting a life coaching and tarot reading channel. Very interesting points. I want to ask you, Shelly, why relationship and life coaching? Those are very much connected. I'd love to know why you want to separate those channels. Kim is saying, I started a second channel because I heard Amy Landino, formerly known as Amy Schmidauer, Savvy Sexy Social, says you should only start a second channel if the audience will be different from your original channel. I felt mine would be too. I half agree with her. I have more to add to that, and I think you're going to hear some of that from me today. You do it. Bernard Bolton, great to see you. You do it is saying, I created a second channel. You do it after dark for gaming because gaming is always at night. Absolutely right. Beanie Draws is saying, my second channel is for gaming, and I let off some steam and explore other forms of creativity. Absolutely right, guys. Let's start about why you would want to start a second channel, okay? And the first reason is this. If you're going to go into a different topic, you need to start a second channel. Okay, if you're going to go into a different topic. Now, Roberto Blake talked about this at Social Media Day San Diego. I'm blessed and privileged and honored to be a good friend with Roberto Blake. And by the way, we're uploading stuff together on IGTV. Check that out on Instagram. Follow me at Owen Video on Instagram. Look, here's what Roberto Blake had to say. Variety channels are dead. Variety channels are dead. Okay, I'm living proof of it. Okay, on my channel, I started my channel as an internet marketing channel, and I covered anything related to internet marketing, website SEO, WordPress web design, chatbots, email marketing, video marketing, and then I got bored. Some of you guys know this story. I got bored of all the other stuff because video was producing the best results, and so I just continued to create, stuff on YouTube, Facebook, live streaming. Well, what that does to YouTube is this. The YouTube algorithm goes, what the hell is your channel about, man? And so it kills your ability to be found in suggested search. Now, let's say that you're like Kim here. Kim here has a vlog, right? And it's kind of like, Kim, would you call it a comedy vlog? I think it's a comedy vlog. Now, I'm not talking about comedy like David Lopez. He's one of my friends. He's also an amazing YouTuber. He's got almost 1 million. He's probably got 1 million now on his channel. 1 million subs. David has a comedy variety channel, kind of like Saturday Night Live. Every week he's got a different skit about something else, okay? But the whole channel is about funny skits. It's not about whatever he wants to do. My very first channel was called Owen Hemsath. That's my name. In fact, if you search Owen Hemsath, you'll find 2 of my channels that I started for no apparent reason. Part of that was because back in the day, we had no idea what YouTube was doing. But I was uploading stuff about my family, my kids' C-sections. I was uploading like me fixing my Honda. Does nothing. The days of variety channels are dead. You have got to create a channel on one core topic And if your topic is going to be different than that, if you're doing like you do it, you're doing like construction and DI, like crafts and tools, right? Craftsmanship, I think, is a good name. But I would love to know like what you would call it. And then you're going to start a second channel for gaming. Brilliant. You would not put those on the same channel. Okay? So you start a second channel if you're going to go into a different topic. But you would also start a second channel if you're going to go into the same topic but different branding. So let's say that you're going to add business partners. Let's say that, one channel is you talking about a faith-based subject from a very serious angle, but in the next channel, you want to do a faith-based topic from a very playful or humorous angle. Then you would want to start a second channel because of the emotion and the feels, right? All the feels that your audience is coming to your channel for are different. They're two different things. Are you guys with me on that? Let me hear from you if you're with me on that. Doing it with Jason says, I wish I could pop up the comments on my screen. I'll be able to soon. We've got a new software. I'm using OBS right now, but we got a new software that's going to be able to pop up comments. Jason is saying, I heard Owen is working on a channel similar to The Ladies' Man, but better. Oh, yeah. The Ladies' Man. Give me some Cavassier. Just give me some Cavassier. Let's see. Leather Rock is here. Great to see you. How To Automotive is saying, I have a channel called How To Automotive, all about car repair. I was thinking about a second channel on tool reviews. What are your thoughts? Okay, great question. What are the tools that you're going to review? Household, DIY, craftsman tools, or is it going to be automotive tools? Because if it's automotive tools, I would probably keep that on the automotive channel. So you've got to think about that. Shelly Carney is saying different audience, second channel. Yes. But also same audience, different branding. Same audience, different branding. Okay, so another example of this, and I'm speaking for him. Okay, last month we had a guest on the show. We had from the Ohana Adventure. We had my good friend Jace Bennett on the show. And he's got a channel for his daughter. He's also got a family vlog, okay? Now, I would say that there's a lot of overlap between that audience, but the content's entirely different. And so they wouldn't put that on their channel. They put that on a separate channel, okay? So you've also got to think about, folks, the way that you're delivering the content. Beanie Draws, I was saying, I guess it depends on how seriously you want to take each channel. Yeah, that definitely matters. Andrew Can is saying, I love the merch. That's right, guys. Owen Video is live and in action. In fact, who wants a shirt? Do you guys want a shirt? I'll tell you what. Go to my channel right now and comment on my most recent video. You have to be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you got to be subscribed. So subscribe and leave a comment on my most recent video. It's behind the scenes of it's behind the scenes. Leave me a comment. I'm going to pick a commenter today. I'm going to pick a commenter, and I'm going to send you a shirt for free. No charge from me to you. You want a shirt? Go to my channel and comment. I love it. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate you bringing notice to that. Okay, so Beanie Draws is saying, where does the shirt come from? It's actually a Cafe Press shirt. We have not got approved for our Amazon merch account yet, because that's my life. That is frickin' my life, okay? So why start a second channel? Different topic or same topic, different branding, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is what you need to know about starting a second channel, okay? So let's talk about this, guys. A couple books I'm reading. I'm reading a book called Traction. I finished Traction already. 508 Gaming, I see your question. Let's use the form if we can. It's going to be it's going to be harder for me to go through your questions. If you have questions, ask them in the comment section. We're going to get to questions in about 10, 15 minutes, and we're just going to go straight into Q&A, okay? Here's some things you need to know about starting a second channel. So I finished a book called Traction about how to build your business, and I'm reading a book right now called Story Brand. And here's what I'm learning is that I'm building my business at a much faster rate now because I'm starting to implement the things that I've learned in the past. Similarly, as you develop a second channel, it will probably grow faster than your first channel because you will already have the skill sets involved to build. Does that make sense? You do it as saying, oh my gosh, how was it? I don't know, man. I don't know why I wasn't approved. That's just my luck. That's just how I roll, right? So, Zero Budget is saying, please tell me about merging channels. Can't be done. There. Answered that question. Can't be done. Andrew Can is saying, my second channel grew a lot faster than my first. Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. So your second channel will probably grow faster than your first because you already know a little bit about what to do. Okay? You already know about keywords. You already know about thumbnails. You already have community. Right? Like, we're part of a community. Andrew, Kim, Beanie, Jason. Like, I've met all of you in person except for Beanie. Beanie and I have had some really cool late night conversations about life and death and family. You know, we're friends. You know, there's community that you already have, and your community will support you. Okay? And just like I'm asking for you guys to support me by subscribing over at my family channel. I'm going to post the link again. Now, if a family vlog type stuff is not for you, or you don't want to see my life behind the scenes, then don't subscribe. You don't need to subscribe, right? Because I don't want you to subscribe and not watch the videos. But I know that some of you will because we're part of a community. Okay? So growing a second channel, you might grow faster. Beanie Draw is saying, yup, amen, bro. Or I'll say right on, right? Because, you know, not everybody's into amen, but that's cool. Okay, so the second thing you need to know. Dan Norton is saying, I knew how to grow my first channel because of BizTube Academy. Dan Norton, you're a delicious man. Dan Norton, I'm sending you a shirt. PM me your name and address. And you know how to get a hold of me. We're buds. I'm sending you a shirt. See, this is how it works, guys. This is how it works with my community. I'm not sending Dan a shirt because of one comment. I'm sending Dan a shirt because he constantly supports me everywhere I go, every stream I'm on, he's there. And I will support you the same way. Okay. M&T Vids is saying, wait, what's BizTube? BizTubeAcademy.com. That's my private training course. Check it out. The second thing you want to know is you are going to increase your workload, but you will not double your workload. So here's a myth that I continually hear. If you start a second channel, you're going to do twice the work. Not true. Not true. Why? Because your workflows are already in place. Your team, if any, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your brother, maybe it's your son, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your cousin, maybe it's doing it with Jason, who might start helping me out on my channel, right? Would you guys like to see doing it with Jason help me on my channel? I'd love to see him help me out on my channel. Beanie is saying you'll double your storage requirements. Totally. I have got 3 1 terabyte drives that are on my desk right now, and I have a 3 terabyte drive underneath my desk. On the ground, I have a 6 terabyte cloud drive, which is absolutely worthless, by the way. My Cloud, WD My Cloud, worthless piece of junk. You're going to increase your workload. Why? Because you've got keyword research. Leather Rock, great question. Let's make sure we get that on the form so I can answer it. You got keywords, keyword research, absolutely important. You've got your titles that you have to write. You're going to have to do thumbnails for a second channel. You're going to have to answer comments on a second channel. You're going to have to share from multiple channels. And by the way, guys, if you want to make sharing your videos easy, get Agorapulse. I know that not a lot of you guys have budgets, and I get that. But if you do have a little bit of budget, I don't know how much it costs. I think it's like $20 a month. Get Agorapulse. Phenomenal. Phenomenal program. It might be more. It might be more. I don't know. Okay. You do it says, I have 32 terabytes in my Western Digital NAS. I do 4K video, so it eats up my space. What's an NAS? Because I have a cloud drive. I have Western Digital cloud drive, and it's so hard to access. It's so hard to access. Okay. All right. So you're going to increase your workload with a second channel. I don't want you guys going into a second channel thinking that, oh, it'll be cake. It's going to be a cakewalk. That's exactly what I did when I created TCP. I thought, oh, it's going to be easy. I'll just upload my stuff there. It's fine. And then it was like, oh my gosh, these thumbnails take time. Oh my gosh, this keyword research is harder than I thought. And this was just like 2 years ago, folks. Just like 2 years ago. So I'm like, I would consider myself an established YouTuber, right? I make great money. Although I know what some of these other YouTubers make, and I don't make that kind of money. I make good money, but I don't make it's great. I love it, right? Like Charisma on Command, right? I've had a sneak peek at what they do behind the scenes. Phenomenal. Phenomenal what they're doing. Great stuff. NAS drive is supposed to be faster, but my NAS storage was crud. Yeah, I get it. Devon Street, good to see you. I have 3 2 terabyte portable hard drives. Yeah, I have 3 1 terabyte drives. Okay. You're going to increase your workload, but you're not going to double it. So you need to budget your time for that, right? What else are you guys doing? How many? I want to tell me in the comment section. Are you a full-time YouTuber? Okay. Do you have a job? Do you have a part-time job? So let me know. Full-time YouTuber, part-time or full-time student, part-time or full-time job. Let me know in the comment section. Because I'm assuming you're all building channels. And I want to hear from you. You're going to have to look, and that's the third part I'm going to get into. Ice Peak is saying, I'm a full-time YouTuber. Andrew Can is saying full-time YouTuber, full-time filmmaker. Amen, brother. Have I shown you guys I got this in Portland. And when you pour the coffee in, he puts his sweater on. He starts off, right, actually, I think it starts off in the, no, he starts off in like a coat, and then when you pour the coffee in, it like magically disappears. Ashmeen is saying, I'm a full part-time student, hobby YouTuber, but starting to make full-time wages, keeping it Dutch. That's great. How many subs are you at, full-time Dutch? Can I see your channel from here? No, I can't see. Beanie Draws is saying, I'm a full-time nutcase. Doing It with Jason is saying full-time media, and I have a job as a hobby. That's totally true about Jason, by the way, guys. I know Jason, and he's messengering me like 18 times a day, and I'm like, dude, don't you work, right? But I don't mind it because we're sort of in the same thing. Garden Tips is saying full-time jobs. Kim here is saying, methinks I do too much. You know what? There's no such thing as too much. There's only such thing as not balancing, not managing your time, which is the third thing we're going to talk about before we go into your questions. To the Top Crane says, all of my content comes from my job. Awesome use of your job, by the way. Awesome use of your job. Guys, I am not against jobs. I'm not against jobs, okay? What I am against is, separating your job and your channel. You should be trying to combine that as much as you can. What content can you be getting from your job? And if you don't have a career, can you find a job that assists you in filmmaking and video making? Something to think about. M&T Vids is saying student and YouTuber. Queen Fox, full-time YouTuber or full-time student. Want to be a full-time YouTuber. Okay, cool. I love it, guys. It's great. M&T Vids is saying it's great to hear about what everybody's doing. I think so too. To the Top Crane is saying I'm a crane operator and I make crane videos for YouTube. That's what I figured. You Do It is saying I'm an SW engineer during the day, YouTuber at night, SW consultant at night. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I love it, man. The constant entrepreneur. So that brings us to the third skill, okay, that we need to master. And this is all about managing time and your effectiveness. So I want to go through 3 things, 3 skills that you guys need to master in order to be effective with your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th channel. Okay? The first is calendaring. You need to get good at calendaring. And if you calendar correctly, okay, this is a skill that will last you your whole life. Calendaring is not time management. Calendaring is the art of doing what's in your calendar, and if it's in your calendar, you do it. Okay, so let me sort of back up. Here's what that means, and I learned this from a business coach, and it's probably been I learned this during cancer as well. I implemented this during cancer. When I could only work, like 2 weeks out of the month, right? I had half the amount of time to work as anybody else did because I was on the couch like this, right? Vomiting, eating watermelon, watching episodes of Shark Tank, which, by the way, I can't even watch anymore. You know what? I like it, but if I watch it, my body immediately feels cancer and chemo. Isn't that weird? Okay, so moving on. Enough about my life. Calendaring is super important, and no one does it. This means that you put your calendar behind you, right? This is your calendar. After all that, I made a huge mess. Nothing worked. Your calendar goes behind you, and you protect it. You protect it with your life, right? You don't let anybody get to that calendar. On your calendar, here's the first thing you should put on your calendar. And I mean this, guys. Go to Google Calendar. Let me see if I can bring mine up. Is mine even up? I don't want to give away anything. I have client names and stuff on my calendar, so I'm not going to bring it up right now. But here's the thing. You protect your calendar. The first thing you put on your calendar is your job or your school. And you put on there in one color, right? So it will all be in purple. The days you're at work and or the days you're at school, right? Because you simply can't produce during those times. The next thing you do is you calendar in your YouTube process. Your keyword research, your thumbnail development, okay? Your filming, your editing, your uploading, your optimizing, your sharing. Maybe you guys are doing this all at the same time. Maybe you're not. It's very interesting that we lost like 8 viewers during the most important part of the stream. It's very interesting to me. And I think that it really, and probably some people had to leave because, it's 10:30 at work starting or whatever. I get that. But here's the thing. Here's the problem with YouTubers. As soon as it gets real, as soon as shit gets real. Sorry, Andrew. I'm not sure if we can do that on this channel. As soon as stuff gets real, they bail. All they want to hear about is you can be famous, you're going to be amazing, I love your little tushy, and go be amazing. The moment we start talking about getting real, they bail. So I want to congratulate you guys that are here right now listening to the hard stuff. Okay? Keep it PG. Thanks, Andrew. Sorry about that. And I never cuss. But I'm passionate about this. Sarah is saying realness scares people. It absolutely does. Okay, so To the Top Crane is saying task management is very important to life in general, not just YouTube. Totally agree, but I'm not talking about task management. I'm going to get to that in one quick second. Calendaring is this. Anything you're going to do goes on your calendar. If you're not going to do it, it doesn't go on your calendar. Learn how to say no. Sorry, Mom, can't do it. Sorry, Uncle, can't do it. I'm YouTubing. I'm making a shirt that says, sorry, can't do it. I'm YouTubing. If any of you make my shirt, I'll partner with you. I'll partner with you 50-50 instead of suing you. Okay, so here's the thing. Don't put it on your calendar. And if it goes into your calendar, then you have to do it or you're a loser. And I mean that like in a nice way. Like that has to be the mindset, right? Are you the type of person that does what you're saying you're going to do? Or are you the type of person that just puts whatever on your calendar, and if you do it, then hey, it gets done? That's what calendaring is. And this is what makes people millionaires. So calendaring is the art of what goes on the calendar gets done, and the things that get done went on the calendar. This is also tremendously valuable for taxes, guys. When you start to like make money, when you make $8,000 a month, $5,000 a month with YouTube, it doesn't start, like your life doesn't get better. It gets harder. More money, more problems, right? So what do you do when Uncle Sam comes after you for tax money? How are you going to prove that you did X, Y, and Z? Your calendar proves it. Okay? We're going to move on. The second thing is time management. How many of you guys are good at time management? Say yes or no. Be honest. I'm not here to knock you. I love you guys. I really am. Andrew Can is saying, when Sam asks me, I cry and pay. Dude, amen, dude. That's what we do. That's what we do. You know, I once asked a guy, friend of mine, he's my realtor, and I know that he's always in favor of more taxes. Like anytime we should pay more, we should pay for this, we should pay for that. And then I'm at a meeting with him, and he's like, oh, grumpy, and he's got all of his taxes with him. I said, what's up with you, man? You look grumpy. And he goes, yeah, man, I'm paying taxes. And I'm like, dude, you support like every tax. How are you upset? He goes, look, just because I support them doesn't mean I enjoy losing the money. You know, he's like, it's still a painful process. And I go, you know what? I'll give it to you. I give it to you. Okay, Demi is saying, I got ADHD. I hate time, man. Yeah, I get it. Icepeak is saying, I'm very bad at time management. Sarah Joanna is saying, I'm getting better, but really a long way to go. Cool. Doing it with Jason. Yeah. Beanie Draws is saying, I'm horrible at time management. I just choose not to sleep instead. Well, you know, not everybody needs to sleep, Beanie. You're at an age where, dude, stay up. I don't do it, right? I sleep about 6 hours a night, and I work until the moment I fall asleep. But it's not always work, right? I have 4 kids. That's work. Newsflash. It's work I enjoy, right? But it's work. I'm married. Guess what? Newsflash. That's work. It's not all flowers and lambs, folks. I have a great marriage, too. Like, believe me, I have a great marriage. Like, every part about my marriage is awesome. Even our fights, because we know how to fight with each other, right? We know, like I know that I can say my piece and get out. We have rules. We don't cuss at each other. We never say the D word, right? It's not allowed. And we don't cuss at each other. Sometimes we fail. Never said the D word to each other, but sometimes I might cuss. She might cuss, right? But for the most part, we have rules. Anyway, tangent, back to the okay, time management, folks. Time management means learning how long a task will take and then doing it in that amount of time. Or if you're going to go over, then you have to stop. You have to find a time to wrap up, like a good stopping point. How many of you guys hate stopping editing in the middle of a video? It's the worst. Because now you open it up again, you don't know where you're at. So stopping and then picking it up again a week later, right? That's time management. Bad time management takes what's on your calendar. So calendar is putting things on your calendar. Time management says, okay, I scheduled 2 hours to edit. It has to be done in 2 hours, which means you got to put the blinders on, right? It means you got to not answer the phone. My phone, gone when I'm editing. It's actually still here. But when I'm editing, no distractions because I have to get it done. Now, granted, I don't edit too much. I only edit personal projects. But you got to keep the blinders on. Okay, so time management says, all right, how many of you guys have done this? You book like 2 hours for editing, but then it ends up being 5 hours. Yes or no in the comment section. You book like 2 hours for editing and it takes like 5 hours. Pfft. Dude, totally. Sarah Joanna saying I have a hard time stopping. Yeah. To the top, Crane is saying prioritizing tasks is where most people fail with managing tasks. Dude, great point. Great point. We call this rocks management. Your rocks are what you do first. And there's a whole story behind that we'll go into another time. Andrew is saying, I book 2 hours and it takes 1. That's great, man. For me, I start to get like overly creative. Yeah, I have to book load. Beanie is saying I have to book time for uploading. Totally, man. Totally. I get that. You Do It is saying use Trello for task management. I don't use Trello, but it sounds like a good idea. Okay? So manage your time. This is a process. It's going to learn. You're going to have to learn. Okay? You're going to have to learn how long making a thumbnail takes. And then here's what you do, guys. This is like true business owner stuff here. And keep in mind, if you are running a YouTube channel, you are a business owner. You own a media company. Okay? You guys agree? Do you guys agree? If you agree, say, I own a media company. Let me hear from you in the comment section. I want you to take ownership over it. You own a media company called Vader Mob Productions. You own a media company called 508 Gaming. You own a media company called Garage Movie Reviews. Garage Movie Reviews. I own a media company. Yes. Ferris Jacqueline, Optimus Klein, Ice Peak Travel, Andrew Can, Sarah Joanna, Beanie Draws, Demi Hardoff, Bernard Bolton, Kim here. You own media companies. You are a business owner. Air 5, guys. Pfft. I love it. Okay, we're going to wrap up. Time management says, right, if it takes you, let's say it takes you 5 hours to edit. Now you have to say, look, I don't have 5 hours plus school and work. So I have to get my edits done in 2 hours. That's called time budgeting. You have to get it done. And I'm just being hypothetical with you. These maybe it doesn't apply to you, but I'm just being hypothetical with you. Right? Let's say it takes you an hour and a half to do a thumbnail. You got to say like, no, I need my thumbnails done in 30 minutes. In fact, let me show you guys what I did recently. I know I said we'd move on, and I have to end like on time today. Well, I put a bunch of I'm gonna put thumb 5. See if I can find it. I put a bunch of thumbnails in my Dropbox. Like this. Let me see if I can show this to you. So I made a bunch of thumbnails that are kind of like this. Right? They've already got an image on them. And I just can't remember where I put them. Thumbnail main templates. Thumbnail main. So look at these, right? I made a grip of these. And I put them on my phone so that I can make thumbnails so much faster, okay? So the whole idea is that my thumbnails matter less than the content, okay? So make time, budget time so that your calendar works out. You're going to fail. You're going to have to kind of like dial this in and figure it out, but that's part of being a business owner. Last thing is outsourcing. Start getting people involved in your channel. If you're going to start a second channel, try to start it with somebody, right? If you're going to start a second channel, bring someone into that project so that you can start outsourcing some of the tasks. Start bringing on interns, maybe your little cousin. Maybe you're going to bring in a friend from school who loves that you YouTube. You say, hey, look, would you want to help out with my channel? I want to have you make the thumbnails for me, right? If you do a good job with that, I'll let you help with some of the community management, uploading, that sort of thing. And I'll teach you how to be a YouTuber. You don't need to pay. Okay, you don't need to pay them. You're going to teach them what you know. You're going to bring them into your success. You know, maybe you give them 5% of the channel when it starts making money. Chances are they'll quit before it starts making money, so you're fine, right? And that's the reality of it. But if you can get someone to help you for 3 months, that might be just enough time to get 1,000 subscribers, okay? So here's what we talked about today. Why you should start a second channel, the things you need to know before you start a second channel, and the skills to master to be successful with your second channel. Thanks, guys, for being here today. We're going to go into your questions, and we're going to answer some of your questions right now. I hope your questions made it into the form here. That's kind of what Andrew does. and I need that because otherwise, I'm not really able to see what you're doing. Okay, so Ferris Jacqueline is saying, what are the benefits to having a second channel? I have one channel, and I think that's the best way to go. I feel like sometimes people get too overwhelmed creating content on two channels. I think you're absolutely right there. You need to have a good reason. And again, those reasons are you're going to get into a different topic, or you're going to do the same topic with a different brand, maybe with some partners, right? And here's the other thing about that is, you create second channels the same reason that McDonald's opens multiple locations. You create second, third, and fourth channels to franchise your business. So if you're making, I don't know, $200 a month on one channel, you start a second channel that makes $200 a month. Now you're making $400 a month. Okay? So that's kind of what we're talking about. Now the big money, guys, is like, $8,000 a month, right? I know a channel, it's got 1.6 million subscribers. They're making $8,000 a month. Some channels will make more, some channels will make less. The rumor is that family vlog channels make less. But you make it up in sponsorships and Patreon and these other different things that you can do. All right, who's next? Next question, Sarah Joanna. I have a small channel for moms here in the U.S., where I live, but lately thinking about starting one in my native language, Swedish, because I would be one of the first to do so since the market is still so open and I would be able to grow faster and it seems tempting for the opportunity. What's your thoughts on running both or focus on building one at the same time? Thanks for helping out. Great question. If you were my client in my course at biztubeacademy.com, I would say to create a schedule where you are slowly building your Swedish channel at the same time. And here's why. You could easily voice over your existing videos. So let's say that you're doing a video for the US marketplace and you do it, you get it done, okay? You could voice over in Swedish. It's one way you could go. You could also make one video a month or 2 videos a month for the Swedish channel, but your main focus, right? You're splitting up like an 80-20 focus on your mom channel. Now, here's the thing with your mom channel. If you don't have any momentum, then focus on your mom channel and build a business plan for the Swedish channel. Okay? My assumption is that you have momentum on the mom channel. And by the way, subscribe to us at Them Hemsath. I'd love to see you on that channel. We'll subscribe back, of course, because that is sort of like the content we're doing as well. Family stuff. Ours is more like the entrepreneurial family, right? How our family, but it's very kid-centric and how we spend a lot of our time. So I hope that answers your question, Sarah. Let me know in the comment section. 508 Gaming is our next question. He's asked, I am just curious. I am starting a gaming channel where I play games, but I will also do game reviews. Do I need 2 separate channels for that? Great question. No, you don't. Okay, you've got to think high-level category, right? Gaming channel, right? And even in that, what type of gaming is it? Is it, and I'm not a gamer, so forgive me. Is it like, like point of view games? What are they called? Point of view games? Right? Like Wolfenstein? That's how far back my gaming goes, right? Is it like a Zelda kind of thing? Role-playing games, right? Role-playing games. Or is it going to be classic games? Is it like, Street Fighter? Is it going to be Minecraft? Like, do you have a theme for what games you do? That's important to know. But generally speaking, if you're going to play the same games you're going to review, you're good to go. If you're going to review kid games, but you're going to play Star Wars, different story. Different story. So think about what it is that you're going to do. Guys, don't get too in the weeds about this. Don't get too, like, what's the word? Like, granular. Don't get too granular about this. Okay, rather than get granular, start thinking like high level. Look, I'm doing gaming. It makes sense to keep it all in the same channel. I'm doing gaming, but I also want to fish. Different channel. I'm fishing, I'm fishing. One's about how to catch fish. Another one's about how to cook fish. Same channel. I know for me, we're going to go fishing this weekend. I don't know much about it. I want to learn how to fish and how to fillet the fish and how to cook the fish, right? So one channel for all that stuff. Great question. Great question. I hope my answer is helpful for you. MNT Vids is saying, how do you create a proper elevator pitch for your channel? Oh my gosh. You just asked me the greatest question of all time. Okay. Your elevator pitch. I'm pretty good at elevator pitches. So an elevator pitch is this, by the way, folks. Someone asks you, hey, what's your channel about? Like you're on an elevator and somebody goes, hey, I see you're a YouTuber. What's your channel about? You only have the time it takes that elevator to go to the next floor to tell them what your channel's about. So you don't have time to go into this big diatribe, right? Which means personal monologue. You don't have time to go into this big diatribe about what your channel's about. You have to get it out. So I would go to, you create, first of all, the book Traction will really help you with this. The book Story Brand gets even more granular in how to do this. That's why I'm reading these two books. On my channel, we help X do Y with Z. On my channel, we help moms and dads learn how to fish, with funny videos once a week. On my channel, we help business owners drive traffic, generate leads, and close sales with video marketing. I might say we're live once a week or something like that. Great question. We help X do Y with Z. Think about that. What do you guys think about that? I'd love to know. Was that cool? Was that not cool? Let me know your thoughts. Eichmann, DIY. I'm saying Ashman. How can I increase my watch time? I'm really worried about it. I don't want dummy subscribers. I just want some real watch time. You know what's working for me, guys? Making longer videos. My view counts are down. My watch time's way up. Right? People see that I made a 20-minute video. They're like, right? I'm not going to watch that. I don't need to. I just want to hear that I have a great tush. I just want to hear that I'm special in this world, right? Good news, you're very special. But you've also got some things to learn. It's going to take 20 minutes. My watch time went from like 2 minutes and 40 seconds to now it's up at 6-7 minutes. Make longer videos. Okay, the other thing is that create a story arc in your videos. Create a problem and a solution that you're going to get to. Okay? Go buy the book Story Brand by Donald Miller. Listen to the podcast. He's really got some great stuff. Okay, got time for one more. To the Top Crane, who, by the way, I don't know, have we met before? I'm really enjoying having you on this stream today. How do you handle naysayers, typically with insults? My wife is one of my biggest critics and thinks YouTube is a waste of time. She doesn't see the real potential for extra income. Okay, amazing question to end with. How many of you guys struggle with this, with moms, dads, spouses, friends, people bringing you down? How many of you guys struggle with this? I want to hear from you in the comment section. Let me go back to my comments. Cyber Times, what's going on? Okay. Here's the deal. With naysayers, you don't fight them, okay? Don't get in the argument. Stay above the argument. Cyber Times is saying my wife thinks puppets are silly. Yeah, totally, man. She's like, I'm married to a grown man that plays with puppets. Yeah, I know. I get it. I'm reading your comments, and I just have so much to say. I'm trying to wrap it up. Okay, so here's it. Don't get involved in the argument. Your wife says, why are you doing this YouTube thing? You should go work more hours, right? You should go sell your life away to your boss. You say, hey, honey, I hear you. I love what I do. And I would really appreciate more support from you. You know? But I love you either way. Right? The other thing that I would do is share other people's success stories. Go to frickin' conferences. You got to go to the conferences, man. So at Clamor, which you can't really go to. It's like an invite-only thing. But at Clamor, Jace Bennett was there. And he talked about the same thing at VidCon. And you could have gone to VidCon. Jace Bennett was saying he did not believe in YouTube's ability to make money until someone told him, a guy named Devin Supertramp Graham, was like, I just made $300,000 this year on my YouTube videos. And all of a sudden he's like, what? Okay? Share success stories with naysayers. Share success stories. Say, hey, honey, I know you don't, but, or you come home from work and you go, oh my gosh, honey, take a look at the Ohana adventure. 1.3 million subscribers. They made 15 grand this month. They probably make way more than that. But, you know, you go read the articles and you go watch their streams and you go to the conferences and you read articles about how much people are making, right? Oh my gosh, babe, PewDiePie made $7 million this year. Another way is to educate them on how the money is made. Say, hey, babe, come here. I want to show you something. Play your video and show them the ad. Well, you see that ad just played? We just made 8 cents. Right? 8 cents? You're giving your life away for 8 cents, you worthless hunk of man. Hey, 8 cents is not a lot, love. But if we have 1,000 videos play a day, that's $80 a day. And if we have, you know, multiple days in a month, that's a lot of money every month. So our goal is to get 1,000 people to play ads a day on our channel. And we should make about this much money. Let them know how you're making money. Beanie Draws is saying, and then AdSense hits you. Well, okay, and Top Crane is saying, I don't have ads yet. Show her the ads on someone else's video. Show her the ads. Say, you see that ad? They just got paid 10 cents. Now watch this. I'm going to click on, I just clicked on the ad. Now they just got paid $1. So our goal, we can't play ads yet because YouTube says you have to be an established channel. So our goal, right, bring them into the process. Our goal is to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minutes of watch time so that we can start playing ads on our channel. Then our goal will be to get 1,000 ads played on our videos per day. The way that we do that is we make videos that people want to see. Honey love, that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because it's my passion. It fulfills me as a human and because I love you and I want you to buy the dresses that you want to wear. I want you to buy the food, 4,000 hours, whatever it is. I want you to buy the food that you want to buy. I'm doing this for our family. And you know what? I know if I had your support on this, we could do it. All right? Guys, I got a jet. It's been a pleasure talking to you as always. If you want a free shirt, go over to my channel, Owen Video, right now. Go to my latest video and leave a comment. It's called Livestream Studio Team, Behind the Scenes with Owen Video. Go to that video, leave a comment. I'm going to pick one commenter today, all right? And you're going to win a shirt from me. So pay attention to your responses. I'm going to go respond to you to tell you if you've won. So pay attention to the video. Keep your notifications on. Guys, I love you. Keep dreaming. Keep streaming. This is Owen Video for TubeBuddy. See you next time.